So apparently we're canceling Detective Pikachu now? Why? What could you have possibly done to these people? Hello and welcome back to another episode of Film Fridays, where we discuss TV shows or movies that contain disability, whether it's about a character or it's the overall theme of a movie. We talk about the representation or the lack thereof and just overall how well they do it. And there will be a playlist up here for all previous episodes in case you've missed any. Today we are going to be talking about Detective Pikachu, and as you know or may not know, Pokemon, I grew up with it and it's one of my favorite series ever, games, and I love Pikachu. When the announcement and trailer for this came out, I was so excited I wanted to watch it. Before I was able to watch it, I did have to wait a little bit. I saw that people were a little bit upset because there is an ableist trope, and now Detective Pikachu, I guess, has been sort of canceled in ways. Canceled may be a little bit of an exaggeration, but that's the word that we've been using lately, so let's go over what the movie is about, shall we? Ace Detective Harry Goodman goes mysteriously missing, prompting his 21-year-old son Tim to find out what happened. Aiding in the investigation is Harry's former Pokemon partner, wise-cracking, adorable, super sleuth, Detective Pikachu. Finding that they are uniquely equipped to work together, as Tim is the only human who can talk with Pikachu, they join forces to unravel the tangled mystery. Fair warning, this video will contain spoilers, so if you need to go now, come back after you've seen it. Overall, let me just say, I love this movie so much, and I didn't dislike the trope as much as I thought that I would. So at the end of the movie, you basically find out that Howard Clifford, who has been in a wheelchair for a while due to an illness, basically hates being in a wheelchair, and he's using Pokemon, more specifically Mewtwo, to figure out a sort of cure for himself. So Howard is part of the evil, disabled villain trope that is very common, and it is annoying to deal with. But I felt like this movie just went sort of different from that. Like in the very beginning, you do get that I want to be cured of this, I hate being in a wheelchair, it sucks, and he does something so that he teleports himself into Mewtwo, kind of like Bill in the Pokemon games, but Bill doesn't seem to be as evil. Who knows, maybe he was, but I don't think we ever found out. But then once he realizes that his experiment works, he wants to turn it into something bigger, and he wants to transport all Pokemon's partners into the Pokemon because he thinks that that would be such a better life. He thinks that that could be something so magnificent. Why be human when you can be a Pokemon with superpowers? And I think that big shift kind of made me be less upset, if you will, about the whole evil, disabled person. Now, I do understand people getting annoyed with it because in movies, you've seen this with Wonder Woman. They have an evil, disabled person with face disfiguration. And Me Before You, the guy really hates being disabled, and there's something about a cure, wanting a cure, whatever, and his life sucks, oh my god. And Everything, I believe it's called, the abusive mother is pretending to give her daughter a disability or some sort of illness so that she remains under her control for life. These movies and TV shows in mainstream media are always or often using disability as some sort of really bad thing, which it doesn't need to be that way. And then most recently you have Bran Stark from Game of Thrones being called Bran the Broken after being king, and I did a whole video on that for Patreon exclusively, so if you want to go watch that video, pledge today and you'll be able to see it. So part of me is conflicted because I get why people are upset about it and it's understandable, but me personally, I didn't dislike it as much as I thought that I would. Perhaps this is me just really loving Pikachu and being more distracted by Pikachu, and that's what I wanted to focus on. I wanted to focus on something that I really grew up with, but this is a discussion to be had for the more general, for Hollywood overall. Anyway, those are my own personal thoughts on Detective Pikachu and the evil, disabled villain trope. You are more than welcome to your opinion, and I want to know what that is down below. Let's have a conversation, shall we? If you would like to help translate this video, I would very much appreciate it, and I will leave a link down below in the description box for you to do so. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. That does mean a lot to me, and I will see you later. Bye!